It is possibly not accidental, although I wasn't consciously thinking of it, why today's video is being shot at the foot of Battersea Power Station. This is the power station pretty much all of us can remember, if from nothing else but the opening credits of Mary Poppins, the American version with Julie Andrews in it. Envy is an important feature of our lives. Jealousy and envy. The energy, and I'm not talking about the energy as a glucose or definitely ATP mediated product in the human body, but as interaction or interplay of various neurotransmitters, hormones and molecules in the human body. Envy is very important, I find. Moreover, it's much older than any other more sophisticated feature of a human. That also means it must not be denied, must not be avoided, fought, or dismissed in any shape or form, because that's the place from where motivation comes. Indeed, there is some comparison, but that does require some maturity to be able to compare ourselves, our present selves, with our past selves and determine whether we made sufficient development or not. No other comparison is actually reasonable, because there is no way for anybody to see the world through the eyes of any other living creature apart from Siamese twins. They've grown together, but again, that may not entirely be the same experience, because an experience of anything, including life, comes from not just what is coming from the outside world, but also what is emanating from inside. How we feel things around our heart, the center of our chest, depends on the dynamic interplay of all sorts of neurotransmitters, hormones, chemicals, molecules, signaling and non-signaling molecules in the human body, which are dynamically interacting in that given moment, in that given time. So time is once again important. These are the bits that we don't talk about, not just the bits that we talk about. So here comes another sort of definition about what is the dark side, what is the shadowy part of human life experience. Not only the things that are so-called bad or unaccepted by any norm or culture, but also the things that are invisible forces, such as gravity. A human being's gravity is not something we can see or, for that matter, quantify or measure, but it still exists. A very weak and very interesting, a very curious force, I would say. Gravity that can disappear just as suddenly from a human being as loyalty can. So I would not be far too surprised if that would somehow be related to oxytocin in the human body. We need to rephrase our relationship with time, we need to rephrase our relationship with childhood and children. But that does not necessarily mean we need to be more relaxed about it. Moreover, I think we need to individualize time. My impression so far is that in the given circumstances and together with the context and the history, men would benefit from it if their adult age would start at 21 here in the UK, or 22 as opposed to 18. And that would mean give them some safety and some space to make mistakes, because at this point in time they hardly have any chance doing so. Immediately they're finishing their education or they're going into higher education, They have literally no space to practice without grave, significant consequences. Significance refers to time. Do not forget. So when we assess the risk of anything to happen in the future, there is a likelihood or probability, there is a consequence, the impact, how profound something is, and there is significance for how long that certain thing will affect the life of us and every other person who are in our network. This is 16th of February 2023, early afternoon from Battersea Power Station, and continuation about these things will follow on YouTube and on Facebook, as well as on Twitter as before. Have a nice day.